Welcome to episode 8 of the Living Memory Association's Reminiscence YouTube videos. And today we're in the kitchen, and more particularly this fine 1950s or 60s kitchen cabinet, which was so common in kitchens before kitchens all became fitted. I love this one. You can see it's well used. And we'll just talk a little bit about it before we get on to some of the items in the cupboard. And what I like about this, talk about integrated, this is it's enamelled metal chopping board, which is actually inside the door here, which is a fantastic feature. But we'll have a look at what is actually up in that upper cupboard. So before we open these doors, particularly love that design there, which almost looks like 1930s, doesn't it? And you will see all the wear around here. Now these came in, there's certain colours people remember these being in. There's a yellow, a mustardy yellow, there's a green, there's this sort of blue, and there's a red, or of course you might repaint your kitchen cabinet. So let's open up, and I'm quite literally just going to dip in and pull some stuff out. Let's start a little more recently with Creamola Foam, very popular in Scotland, and now apparently they're reproducing it, but it doesn't have quite so many E numbers in it, and so it doesn't actually taste quite the same. So that's raspberry flavoured dark crystals, which you put into water. Going back a little further, Marmite Cubes, so they'd all be in there. Lovely, lovely tin, very specific, obviously, size for the cubes, and Flakes tablets. 2 tins are so fantastic. Nescafe instant coffee before it came in jars, very small as well, probably quite expensive at that time. So many people remember, and there are so many OXO cube tins about. So the bigger tin of OXO cubes, and what is so fantastic about this, if I open it up, that we still have OXO cubes in here, and probably you could probably still use those. I think those are of a reasonable vintage because there's no sell-by date on them, and that's what you will notice with a lot of the food in here. It's of a sufficient age that there are no sell-by dates on them. So other things we have in here are Yule raspberry flavour, and this apparently you bring this out at New Year, and it was a concentrate, so you make up your own drink for the children while the adults were having a wee dram. That is unopened. And was from a store called Trend Setter. Packet teas, of course, nowadays it's all about tea bags, but there's not great vintage, probably 1970s. As I say, there are certainly no sell-by dates on those. You could still use it, but I think it'd be a little bit losing its flavour. Going back a bit further, and I love this. This is particularly Edinburgh, Scottish, the capital oat cakes. So, as Granny baked them, and a lovely picture there of Granny baking her oat cakes. And it says made from the best Midlothian oatmeal, and there's a whole lot of benefits there. Still true, iron, and it says lime in there. Variety custard powders. Do you remember them? Brown and Pulse. Don't think they're still going. So various flavours of custard: banana, vanilla, lemon, raspberry, orange, and strawberry. Goodness knows what the ingredients were in there. Oh, fairly simple. Unlike, and this is so from my childhood in the 1970s. Bird's Angel Delight, mandarin yogurt flavour. What was your favourite flavour? I think it was either banana or butterscotch. Now, look on the back here. I have to say this is, oh no, it is loosening up there. various ingredients, obviously first being sugar, but that actually has 8 E numbers in it. So I'm sure there's an awful lot of natural ingredients in there. Mustard, not great change, still using that form of packaging, although there's an older mustard tin in here. Let me reach in here, which is that old. That's Kews Mustard, first manufactured in 1742. Fantastic old tin. And what else? This is an intriguing little tin. A tea and sugar box. So I would presume either for when you're out in a picnic or if you're at work. So you'd have tea in one side and sugar in the other. An ingenious little thing. And what's this? This is raspberry flavouring in a lovely old bottle, still containing some flavouring. And various, now kitchens I suppose have much more herbs and spices in them, but this is ground nutmegs, as it says here, ground ginger. So that's just a little contents from there. Probably not quite in the vintage of this kitchen cabinet, but a lot of people remember the National Dried Milk cartons, cans, just because they were used so long after the war and the 1950s for all manner of uses. So modified dry full cream milk, equivalent of 7 pints of milk, and it's the Infant Welfare Centre or Post Office. So a wartime kind of supplement for children, or food for children. And this is an absolute beauty, which came in here to the wee Museum of Memory during lockdown, in fact. Cornflakes, not hugely changed, I would say, in packaging, but this is actually 1959. How do these things survive? And in 1959, you could win a dream house and £10,000 in prizes. And lastly, this lovely Crawford's rich Abernethy biscuits. And I bring that down because, of course, that's Edinburgh, and Edinburgh was known for its bakers and biscuits at one time. Well, thank you for watching that. I hope that's brought back some memories for you, all to do with kitchens. Please do remember, if you have your own memories you want to share with us, please contact us. You can go to www.livingmemory.org.uk. Great to hear from you, and thanks for watching this.